G'day guys, Kiwi Bowhunter here, just having a bit of nice weather out and I got the day off and I've just made one video, so I figured I'd make another couple while I'm out and we'll see how many I actually get around to uploading. This is my, new, I got it a couple months back, but haven't done a video on it yet, but this is my 870 shotgun. It's made by Norinco, so it's marketed over here as a bought from a company over here called Gun City, big firearms dealer, and they actually got they commissioned Norinco to make a bunch of them for themselves, and they've labelled them as a Gun City 870, which I'm not actually sure how that would infringe on copyrights or anything, but I suppose we'll see. It's not really my problem, but yeah, it's a work in progress at the moment. Just sort of building it up for a bit of I want to get a 28-inch barrel for it so I can use it for ducks and stuff as well. But I've used it on a few rabbits and it works fine even with that. It's an 8.5-inch bead sight with 5+1 tube magazine. Just parkerized. Safety check, just in case you're curious. So far I've got just a little stock ammo carrier. So I just usually keep that loaded up. We've got 3 rounds of double aught buckshot and 2 Winchester Super X rifled slugs. They're the Foster's hollow point ones, which are cool. I like firing them off actually. I've really been using them recently for a bit of practice and fun and shooting jugs of water and stuff, and it's pretty good, and they're actually relatively accurate, which was surprising, but you know, they're pretty cool. Something that potentially might be useful to keep with your shotgun. Got a side saddle on it. It's just one of those cheapish Tackstar ones. I only just got it the other day and put it on, and I haven't had a chance to see how well it works really, to run it, take it out shooting, because I haven't, only got it the other day, haven't had a chance to go out shooting yet, been working a bit, but one thing I did have to do was cut the fore end. If you can see that, took like half a minute with a hacksaw and then just gave it a bit of a tidy up with some sandpaper, just so it's not too horrible. I just made sure it had a bit of extra clearance. There's probably quarter of an inch around each side of the plate that mounts the side saddle on it, just because I really didn't want to pinch my hand. I figured that would probably be quite painful, so I gave it a little bit of leeway just in case. Not a bad wee shotgun. I've run probably about 500 rounds through it so far of buckshot, slugs, number 4 bird, which is what I use for hunting anything really, most small game and birds, and number 7.5 target ammo. Been shooting a few clay birds with it just for a laugh. Actually works pretty well with that too, so it's not too bad. At the moment I've just got a cheap knockoff sort of Chinese light on it, which has actually held up to the recoil really well. Still works, but it's relatively bright. Used it the other day to go out and shoot some rabbits on my grandparents' farm when I was out there helping my granddad do some chop some firewood and make some paths and a patio and stuff. So yeah, it's been quite. It's not a bad light. I want to get something else on there at some stage. I bought a bit of a section of weaver rail so I can get a different mount for some other torches. One of my mates has ordered us some torches. I'm not exactly sure on the specifics, but he found that he had recommended from some other people that are quite bright and used by a couple of local guys apparently for shooting rabbits and stuff. So they're big. They run on some of those 18-650 cells. So he's ordered a few of them. So I'll have to get a mount that'll accept those, as well as I wouldn't mind getting an LD10 and one of those little quick release mounts for it, so that I can actually run a couple of different torches off the fore end. It's just on a cheap little mount that's got was just held on both ends by Velcro. So one end of the Velcro wraps around the tube magazine, the other wraps around the torch. And maybe that's the reason why it's held up to the recoil so well, because it's rubber in the middle, so it might be absorbing some of the shock. But it's acceptable, not ideal obviously, but it does the job. But overall it's a shotgun. You're not supposed to spend too much money on them, I don't reckon. That's half the idea. The ammunition's cheap enough, or cheaper than a centerfire anyway. I paid $300 for the shotgun, which is cheap for New Zealand, especially for a brand new gun. So like an actual Remington 870 would be about $800–900 over here new. so this for 300, I'm not going to complain. Yeah, I'll definitely do another video after I run the side saddle for a wee while and see how I like it, but yeah, at the moment it's not bad. I quite like it. Not too sure if it's a common problem with most people's 870s, but just the working action seems to warn some of the finish off of the tube magazine, and the rails are getting a bit worn in. But yeah, I'm not too worried. It's a shotgun and it's cheap, and I don't really care if it looks a bit ugly, but kind of looks ugly. I suppose it looks like it's actually been used, which is good, because it has. One of the things that, you actually need to get out and practice with. It's cheaper than practicing with some of my other rifles, because 12 gauge is relatively cheap, especially birdshot and clay ammo. But yeah, that's my new shotgun, just in case anyone was interested. Alright, cheers guys.